morning, friends. So yesterday I wrote a blog and I just realized I know that there's a lot of people that don't have the time to read or don't have the preference to read. And I want anybody and everybody that's curious enough to listen to anything I have to say um, to get the message, whether they want to read or just listen. So I was going to read it. Um, but I can't read it, and I guess I could read it from my computer while I video. Anyways, it's just a question. That's all it is. And to me, it wasn't even a big deal. I mentioned it in my last video and kind of in passing, and my mother made it a point of view, a point to say, how did you just move past that? You just talked about it like if it was nothing and you just kept on going on another subject. And she was right, because to me, it's been a way of life for a very long time. So the question is, how was heaven? What if when we die, we stood in front of our Creator and those were the first words He said to you? How was heaven? I mean, what would your answer be? What do you mean? Aren't these the pearly gates? Isn't this heaven? You know, and can you imagine him, sipping on his chai tea, his coffee, his green tea, and choking and laughing? What you mean? This is not heaven. This is when you come back to work. Heaven it's where I put you. I gave you the knowledge of what a miracle life was. I even gave you the statistics that it was, 4 trillion and one, the chances of you even becoming a human being. What do you mean? I gave you the gifts. You knew that sight was a separation of reality, so you could experience things. You knew that sound was a separation of sound, so you could focus on one thing at a time. I gave you the knowledge that it wasn't real life. I even, gave you the knowledge to build the telescopes and to see, 7 billion years in the past, to realize that little rock that I call heaven is the only place where this miracle of life happens. Don't tell me you wasted your heaven. What if that's how it would boil down? What if we're wasting our life away? What if we told him, I was waiting to die in order to live? Well, my child, can you say that again? I was waiting to die in order for me to finally live and get my heavenly experience. My child, you missed the point. You missed the bus. You were supposed to go on with eternity dreaming about the amazing experience you had in heaven. That's once in a lifetime. Can you imagine? Now, I know pessimistic people that will take this as, oh my God, da 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 da, I've wasted my life and this, that, the other. The point is, if you're hearing this, no matter how old you are, you have time. If you're aware of this, of the what if, the Bible says that we were made in his image. What if his image was just not translated right? What if it just means that he gave us the power that he has to create or destroy, and we get to create a heavenly experience here, or like many of us, we create an absolute hell here. Or like most of us, we take the canvas that God has given us with all the tools and the gifts, and we just close our eyes and throw it up and let circumstances and everybody else paint on that canvas. What if? What if God loved us so much that he gave us this canvas and these gifts to experience life, to experience this heavenly experience? What if? What if that was the fact? How sad would it be? It hurts my stomach to think that I would stand in front of my Creator and he would ask me how was heaven. Like, I want to crawl to my Creator. I want to have bloody knees. I want to be exhausted. I want to be dehydrated because I left it all on the ring like a good boxer. I left it in the field like a good football player. I left every bit of life that I had in this experience, in this world. I don't want to spend my last few moments in regret. I want to spend it looking up, smiling, being thankful, being grateful about the opportunity, being grateful of the relationships of my sons, of my lineage, of my wife, of my mother, of my brother, my sister. I just want to be, grateful for the lives I was able to touch and reach, and the things I was able to create and take part in. I want to be like, man, that was a great ride. Such an amazing ride. Thank you. And be gone. That's it. I'm in no rush. But man, we've all heard that that's what you usually hear from people in nursing homes and in hospital, is that people in their deathbed are, I should have taken more chances. I should have loved longer. I should have cared less what people thought. I should have assumed less. Should have, done more. What if this is such a heavenly experience. I am at all. I remember many, many years ago, when I feel like I started waking up to the beauty of life, and I had a sunroof in my car, and I remember driving to work, and I felt like the birds were following me, and I'm like, has this beauty always been there? Those clouds been in that form? The sun, sky. Like, I feel like if I had missed out for many years, and I did, I was focusing the wrong stuff. I was focusing stuff that wasn't even real. But thankfully, I realized, and little by little, I started either conditioning myself or unconditioning myself. The Chinese don't say learn something new every day like here. The Chinese say unlearn something old every day. I don't know. I don't even think that we get the option to create. I think that with every step we take, every thought we make, every thought we think, every move we make, we create. It's just a matter of what are you creating? What if when you die, you stand in front of your Creator and He asks you, how was heaven? What's your answer gonna be? I want to be able to be like, man, it was so great. You might want to turn on the big screen and just watch my clips. Watch my trailer. Because it's so good, I can't even put it into words. It was so amazing. Thank you. Love y'all.